Scott Will Kill You Productions and Blue Iron Productions brings you Blue Iron. With your Amazon Prime subscription, go on to Amazon Video and search Blue Iron. 4 episodes for your viewing pleasure. Cops and bikers and cartel. Oh my. Go ahead and enjoy that series. I said joint venture already, so yeah, we're good on that. And then Scott Will Kill You returns again at scottwillkillyou.com, the podcast network emporium empire taking over the interweb. Go check that out as well, as if it's not there, it'll be there soon. But shows are secured and content will be loaded up, if not already, very shortly. So enjoy that as well. And let's get on with the show.
And away we go! And welcome to the U. Our reviews will kill you. The podcast that gives you dragons, Bojack, and Z's, but not that acronym. I am the man they know as Z, and I am joined as always by my partners, the nefarious, notorious, and nostalgic Noob-Noob.
You should choose your words more carefully.
Noob. We're dealing with the triple N. Once again, we have a Noob free zone. So everyone grab your partner and celebrate because we are in another Noob free episode.
And I'm also joined.
Noob is once again, he's now recovering probably from his excursion across the seas.
Culture shock.
A little culture shock. He's going to have some recovery time. Maybe a little too much sake.
Too much hentai.
No, for that man, I don't know if there is such thing as too much hentai. He could have a 24/7 hentai stream and still not have enough. That's just kind of the weird things he's into.
All male, all hentai.
Ugh, so weird.
And obviously I'm joined by the over-exuberant and excited Scott Keebler.
And here we go again. Once again, I have multiple screens and multiple duties and multiple jobs and multiple personalities.
Away we go!
And away we go. That's the one thing I do not miss is that screaming nut job at the beginning of every episode. I don't know what started that.
The screaming nut job.
Oh my God.
Hey guys!
All right. Okay, I do hate the guy, but I don't hate the guy, but I do kind of hate the guy.
You just hate his face.
I just hate his face.
And his voice.
I hate his face. I hate his voice. I actually, no, come to think, I do. I hate everything about that man.
But I love him, and he's a great guy.
I do love him. I love you, Noob. We miss you, and please don't come back.
So what is today's episode about, Scott?
So today on OrkU, let me show you how it's done, buddy. We have Ruby Rose Gets Dark, iPhone Fixes Your Face. In Black Panther news, Wakanda gets struck by another meteor, and this one is not so helpful.
Okay. I would say it is helpful, but we'll get there.
Not as much as I was going to say adamantium. I forgot it. Vibranium. Vibranium was a little more helpful. Also, don't fear the dark side. The Last Jedi has a new war to fight against communism.
Those damn Russians.
Did not see that coming. Then we're going to change gears a little bit. We're going to talk about The Dragon Prince on Netflix. And a horse walks into the bar. And the bartender says, "Hey, what do you think about Bojack Horseman?"
Also on Netflix.
So.
Oh, wait. This must be a Netflix special because we'll also talk about
Oh, the Joe Rogan. Yeah, you want to talk about the Joe Rogan stand-up as well.
Powerful Joe
So
Rogan.
this will be a Netflix special, I guess.
Yes, a Netflix special about Netflix specials.
About Netflix specials. It's specialception.
But let's start with the
Friends,
news.
I have good news for you today.
So first up, Ruby Rose, who we know from the series on Rooster Teeth. There's a cartoon about 4 girls as they try to battle the forces of evil.
I didn't know
very
she was
cool
on that.
animated series. Yes, Ruby Rose, the main character. The series is written after her. It's spelled R-W-B-Y. Are we not talking about the same Ruby Rose?
I don't know.
I'm
Is
talking.
that fake news?
I was misleading.
Are you serious? I thought she was the voice actor on Ruby show.
Yeah, no, that's not the case.
Oh, fake news, there,
Completely
Scott.
fake news. No, Ruby
Our
Rose is
crack-
the main character on Ruby on roosterteeth.com.
No,
series
she's
over
not.
there.
That's completely fake news.
No,
right?
but Ruby Rose is the name of the main character.
Oh.
In Ruby on Rooster Teeth's Ruby. RWBY. I've talked about before, talked about the soundtrack.
Gotcha.
Very good. But in what we're talking
The
about,
actress
the actress Ruby Rose,
from
they
Orange
have
is the New Black and from John Wick 2 and from upcoming Batwoman.
and they have revealed her look, and it's safe to say they're playing pretty true to the cartoon style there.
They
It's
nailed it
It's not
pretty
too
much,
far off. I'd say that much.
Yeah, it looks like they nailed it. It if you go and take a look at the picture of her, she's got the same bright red wig. The only thing that I'm not super keen on her costume with, I do like
Lack
the
of
whited
bat
out.
nipples.
Lack of bat nipples is one. Yes, sure. I wish her eyes were whited out. I just
White
think
out
that's
like
cool.
they were in the series. I mean, yeah, I guess, but at the same time, I guess you want to see the eyes in the character in a live action because that's what your eyes are, the window to your soul and emotion and blah, 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 blah.
But more so than any other character, which I find interesting about Batwoman, is she genuinely is trying hard to disguise herself from anyone recognizing who she actually is. Like, her costume, like that wig, that's not what her hair looks like. She's got like a short cut.
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. I remember seeing her because they did a movie I saw recently on Amazon or one of those platforms. The Batman movie that had Batwoman in it. And
Yeah, she's like a short bob cut.
yeah, she has a bob cut under the hair. Okay, so that is a wig. That's not her real hair.
And the white out. I mean, I think.
And the white out eyes. I like.
would
I
make
like
it-
the white out eyes.
would make it very difficult for anyone to know exactly who she is.
I know. I do like, but the white out eyes actually make it that much more intimidating. I think it's actually cooler with the whited out eyes rather than having the eyes visible. But
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the whole costume's not bad. The cape's a little chintzy. The cape,
think that's her cape.
actually looks like it's from the Halloween store.
That is, in fact, where they got it.
You know, I mean, that's not that great, but I mean, the costume's not bad at all. Now, where are we going to see Batwoman? Because I have no idea. Is this going to be a movie? Is this
No.
going to be?
She's getting her own series on the CW.
Oh,
It will
so
be
it'll fail.
crossing over. No, it won't, because the Flash and Arrow.
Yeah,
and
Flash and Arrowverse, they're all doing
Supergirl.
well. Oh, so they're doing the crossover.
It's going to start over as an Arrowverse crossover with Batwoman.
So it'll force you to watch all of the series. You can't just go ahead and watch one. You're gonna have to watch them all in order to catch up.
Well, they only seem to do it for. I think they've tried harder to not make that an issue where you don't have to watch all of them. There'll be one major crossover event, but they're not crossing plots as much as they used
So you
to.
won't have to watch all the other series in order to understand what's going on with this one.
Correct.
All right. Well, I mean, that's safe. I'm okay with that because finding the other series on these platforms, even if you have cable, Hulu, and everything else, it's not hard to find all of them. So
The problem with the
not that
CW
difficult.
shows is there's like 23 or 26 episodes per season.
Oh.
And they're an hour long. It's
Oh my God.
It's a lot to consume.
Way too much.
Well,
way too much.
I think what they've learned is they're going to try to cut those down into 3 story arcs over the course of one whole season.
That's fine. I mean,
So there won't be as many filler episodes, hopefully.
it's change it up if you need to change it up, but yeah, definitely
A little much.
Don't fucking vamp too much. That's the biggest problem is you put so many episodes in there, you're forced to vamp.
Unless you're the MCU and you keep vamping no matter what. And
Well,
you can't help yourself.
You can't help it. Vamping is one of their superpowers.
That is their superpower.
Is vamping.
What would be the next thing we're going to talk about in the news?
So, for all you uggos out there, iPhone has an app for you.
For all the uggos.
iPhone is going to fix your faces. Their new iPhone X selfie camera provides a skin smoothing feature. And this is beyond what they've already been doing about the wider eyes and all that stuff. Apparently, they're calling it Beauty Gate.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Well, there's no amount of CGI or AI or any of those things that will make the camera good enough to take pictures of you and Noob-Noob.
This is something that I've dealt with for a long time. When you're ugly, and that's just how it is. There's no amount of editing or Photoshop or apps or any other shit that will make me look prettier other than turning the lights off in the room. That's about the only thing that saves my ass.
So maybe we just created a new app there.
Called
Scott.
Lights Out.
I was going to call it the Total Darkness app, but Lights Out's not too bad either.
No, Lights Out's much worse. That was an app that Bill Cosby used to use.
Oh.
And he got in trouble for that. So let's not. Total Darkness app actually also doesn't sound good. It just changes your skin tone. Not places we want to go either. So yeah, we're gonna have to work on the name of that. But
It's just an
definitely
app that makes
something that
everything-
just turns your screen off. And that's the best thing.
Sends
Here's
it blank
the
screen.
app. Here's the app that's gonna make me beautiful. Turn the camera off.
Just turn it off.
Turn the camera off, and that's how you make somebody like me acceptable.
Oh, yes.
So we're already dealing with all kinds of image issues and people already having surgery to change their faces to look like the iPhone app where it widens your eyes and makes you look more like anime-ish.
I thought they were just going to get plastic surgery to look like an iPhone. You had me clearly confused.
That's going to be the next step there, actually. But this is already causing a problem with self-image issues and there's terms for it and everything else when people think they have to look so much better where it's like, you're already beautiful, stop it, just because the app makes your fucking eyes bigger.
How sweet, Scott.
You
You
are.
think everyone is beautiful.
See, that's why I always take pictures of you and none of myself. Look, you know what? Some people got it and some people don't. If you don't, just fucking deal with it. Get a flip phone. You don't have to worry about that shit.
don't have to worry
There's
about
no selfie
selfies.
camera on a flip phone.
No.
Deal with it. You're ugly.
So
Go back to work. Cock.
What's next on the news?
So next, we're going to talk about Black Panther. And there's some news things going on in the Black Panther universe.
It's not shocking news, but it's
not
good news.
Shocking news.
It's good news.
Ryan Coogler is going to be writing and directing Black Panther 2. So this is confirmed?
Yes. He just signed his contract, according to what I read.
So is this Black Panther is holding Ryan Coogler up on the side of the mountain above all the animals as they all bow down to their new king?
Baby Ryan Coogler.
Are we all going to worship Ryan Coogler as the savior of Black Panther?
Well, he did an awesome job with the first one, so I'm glad that Marvel decided to retain talent as opposed to firing talent.
Well, Ryan Coogler apparently didn't go against our current governmental regime, so no one dug up old tweets about him and made him look like an asshole, in which case they had to actually go ahead and fire him.
So Ryan Coogler's just kind of keep it a low profile.
Keep it low profile and the safest thing you're
Get
going to
paid.
do and get paid.
That's a good point. Is shut up and get paid.
Yeah. I've got all kinds of dirty shit in my past, but no one's digging it up because I'm not going after anybody.
You're
You
just
know?
being
I'm
nice.
Now give me time. I'm sure someone's going to go back and dig some shit up. But for now, I'm just being, minding my own business and doing my thing, and no one's going to my background.
Talking trash on a podcast. The worst person to talk trash about that you do is Noob-Noob.
Yeah. Well, him and IGN. Those are my two vices in this world is Noob-Noob and IGN. There's three, actually. Noob-Noob, IGN, and people that can't wrap a fucking extension cord. Those are the three things in this life that piss me off more than anything else.
Wrap an extension cord.
Learn to fucking wrap a cord. It's not that hard.
Oh.
The wire has a memory. You follow the memory. Wrap it around your fucking arm like an asshole and break it.
So more relevant news than wrapping cords.
So more relevant news.
I think we forgot one topic we were going to talk about.
Are you sure? Because that's the next one that I have on my list.
The next one I was thinking we would talk about, which is like breaking news, which we broke.
Oh yeah,
overnight.
so we broke this a few weeks ago over on the Instagram. If you check out our Instagram at @ork_u, you can go find it there. Is Iron Fister is no longer getting fisted.
They canceled the fist.
They canceled the fist. This is the saddest story to break in the porn world. Actually, or in any of it. No, I mean, just who cares?
But is this the first nail in the coffin for the Marvel Netflix partnership?
Oh, I hope so. Slam that shit shut. They've been fucking up for so long. The only series that was worth its weight was Daredevil.
I like Punisher.
And we'll see Daredevil season 3's coming up soon, so we'll see if that's able to withstand the test of time. Punisher was real well done, but you're not going to have a Punisher season 2. You can't.
Yeah, you are.
What are you going to do?
They're filming it right now.
Or do the same fucking story. Punisher season 2 is going to suck. I'm sorry. It just is.
I don't agree with that at all.
That's their theme. Season 1s are good. Season 2s are sucks. The only one that went against that rule was Iron Fist, where they had a horrible season 1 and a decent season 2. But still, 50-50 the whole time is not good enough.
Yeah, you're right. There's a 50-50 shot that it won't be any good. But I'm going to give faith to the Punisher. I think they could do a good job. I'm looking forward to Daredevil, but like I said, I think in one of our last podcasts, I'm super close to just saying adios, muchachos.
It's really right there. Like
it's close.
Daredevil could be the final nail in that coffin.
Yeah,
it comes
you're
down
right.
to it.
Well, what does that mean for Jessica Jones and Luke Cage? There are rumors, as we discussed before, that they are really setting the stage for maybe different spin-offs that they'll do that are like shorter.
Well, yeah, you had the Dragon Sisters, the Heroes for Hire.
Yes.
Defenders.
I don't think they're going to have another Defenders.
There's no reason to have another Defenders. Unless you want to bring it in where you have Luke Cage in his current state where he's the crime boss and the other Defenders have to help him find his way, then maybe you have a little bit of a story there.
Just take him out for a drink and have a nice conversation and talk him out of being a crime lord.
Yeah, but it's really they're struggling, and they're struggling bad.
And they even shorten the amount of episodes, and it's still people aren't willing to give you the benefit of the doubt if you screw up too many times.
But I think what killed Iron Fist was they teased what would have been a good show was the 4 months that they weren't there searching the land.
And they left a dump load of stuff on the table, like the whole plot line with Bloody Mary or, Typhoid Mary.
Typhoid Mary, the guns, the original Iron Fist, that concept. If they did, so what? It was a 10 episode season?
10 episodes.
Do 5 to the Davos storyline. Do 5 to Danny and Ward traveling and finding themselves.
Or trying to track down that body, whatever it was.
That would have been an amazing way to go about it. And it would have changed the story halfway through and kept it interesting instead of having how many episodes of fucking vamping once again. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
They screwed the pooch on that one.
And I heard that Daredevil is 13 episodes. So we'll see. I don't know.
God.
It's nerve-wracking. It's very nerve-wracking.
The only time I wish I was like Murdoch, blind.
And didn't have to watch it.
Didn't have to watch this shit.
So, next news story.
Star Wars is in the news yet again.
Why am I hearing this music?
Well,
the music that causes me so much angst.
Apparently, Star Wars' biggest problem wasn't the movie itself. Last Jedi received all their negative buzz from Russian trolls?
Some guy wrote a paper, and I have it written down. I don't know his name. It's written on that paper.
Oh, is it?
Wait, did you write this news?
Dr. Morton Bay.
Dr. Morton Bay.
Ryan Johnson.
No, well, Ryan Johnson.
I don't know.
Was
That's
the
what
director.
you fucking wrote. Here's your notes.
I know. Yeah, Dr. Morton Bay did the paper.
Okay.
Ryan Johnson's the director.
So, Dr. Morton.
Did you write this news?
Fuck no. I'm gonna pretend
Did
like it.
Noob-Noob write this news?
Like he does fucking anything. No. You fucking kept the stories. I'm the one that reports it and helps fucking back shit up with sounds and effects and shit like that. I'm not gonna fake
And
it. I'm
fun.
gonna tell people how this shit actually goes.
The behind-the-scenes look at the show.
So Dr. Morton defended Ryan Johnson.
He was saying in his... He wrote this paper about how Russian troll, in his mind, a large portion of the people who were tweeting at Ryan Johnson were Russian trolls, and that's where the Russian trolls are trying to seed dissent because Ryan Johnson, I guess, is a supporter, like a liberal. I don't even know. But
I think there was some
he a
political
Hillary supporter
aspect to
or
this.
something?
Yeah, I think there was a political aspect to this where they were like, the Russian trolls were trying to make
it was because the inclusion. They were talking about the whole like
the empire or something.
No, they were talking about with the girl, Tran, and the all the other actors who were getting accused of like inclusionism, like they were just being put in the movie just to include, different races and ethnicities and making it more diversity.
So was it the Russian trolls that were also attacking the characters and telling them that, they need to get off fucking Instagram and cancel their accounts and shit?
Well, that's what they're saying, is that the negativity was specifically aimed at Ryan Johnson was a bunch of Russian trolls.
Primarily Russian trolls.
I'm going to set the record straight right here. This is it. This is a real
here's
story.
Z sets it straight. Z sets shit straight. Starring Z.
Starring Z. And I need lack of this music that infuriates me.
Oh, you had enough of this music?
Yes.
All right.
I need silence for this.
You want silence? Because I have your Z music.
Oh. That's not Z music.
That's what we used last time you weren't explaining shit.
That's Noob-Noob in his mind.
All right, fine.
So I'm not trying to be a dick at Ryan Johnson, but I tried to watch Last Jedi again and give it the benefit of the doubt, just to be like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's a good movie in Last Jedi. Maybe there's a good story or a good plot. And I don't mind the characters. I think all the characters are perfectly fine. There's no reason to change the characters. You feel free to add all these characters. I think it's a good idea.
Feeling about this.
To expand the universe and expand the amount of characters, right? That movie is a piece of garbage. I tried. It's virtually unwatchable the second time around. I just couldn't do it. I'm watching it and I'm just like, this is so freaking stupid.
You stink.
The gravity thing, those bombs are absolutely gravity driven. It drives me insane. They're making jokes about Captain Hugs. Like, is Captain Hugs there? No, it's Captain Hux. Like, dude, you're in one X-wing. They might as well just blow you up. Why would they even entertain talking to you so you could tell jokes? Just blow him up. they have the whole plot line where the Rebel Alliance, no one talks to nobody. They don't bother giving each other their plans. They don't even waste their time like, oh, guess what? I have a plan, you know? And if hyperspace, if you could just fly your ship into another ship, why wouldn't they be doing that all the time? Why would anyone fly ships anymore?
Z, calm down.
I can't.
Calm down, Z.
Reality is often disappointing.
Z, calm down.
The reality of Star Wars is often
Bring it
disappointing.
Calm down. Calm down, Z. It's gonna be okay.
And I still think that whole episode, The Last Jedi, was a big F you to J.J. Abrams, who I already don't like. I already have problems with J.J. Abrams. And then for you to think you have the nerve to be like, F you, J.J. Abrams, you're writing a trilogy? Like, there's rumors that they're bringing Snoke back and the Emperor. And JJ's like scrambling to make sense of this thing.
Yeah, the rumor now is that they're going to spend the last episode is going to be all flashbacks on characters that are now dead, ignoring the characters that are still alive. So
why would JJ have to make a movie like that?
That could have been, well, because that's where he is right now. And now they spend too much time doing fan service instead of making a proper storyline that they've lost it. And there's no coming back from it. And no one's going to go see the last Star Wars.
I mean, Rose
That's
spent
just
all
the
that
hard
time being like, trying to defend the Rebel Alliance and saying how like it's a greater sacrifice. Like you have to make greater sacrifices. I sacrificed my sister for the rebel cause. And then when Finn goes to make his sacrifice to stop the machine from blowing up the door to get everybody in the whole thing, she's like, no, you shouldn't make that sacrifice because we're individually, we can do it ourselves. And like, I'm like, there's no consistency to this thing. It's a big pile of crap. I hate it. It's so bad.
Z, you share the same opinion as a lot of this world does.
I am not a Russian troll.
It's a
and I
piece
hate
of
it.
shit. It wasn't Russian trolls. It was a horrible movie getting what it deserved. Plain and simple.
Piece of crap.
Some asshole writer came up with some weird theory, and of course they're gonna try to defend it. So no, it's fucking stupid. It was a horrible movie, plain and simple. Everything that followed it's a piece of shit. Solo was a piece of shit. The Wookiee movie's gonna be a piece of shit.
Wookiee movie.
The life of
Are you directing a new movie?
The life of Jabba the Hutt's gonna be a piece of shit. The fucking storyline.
The life and times of Jabba the Hutt.
The life and times of Jabba the Hutt. The fucking story that follows the two thieves. The one guy gets his arm cut off. That's gonna be a piece of shit.
The one that follows that little weird grouchy guy who bit C-3PO's eyeball off.
And especially the Netflix special that follows that little tiny truck that was on the Imperial Starfighter that got scared by Chewbacca. They're all gonna be pieces of shit. I mean, that's just how it is. Accept it. Star Wars is dead, and they brought back a franchise just to kill it.
Well, you know how like if Star Wars comes on and it's just like randomly on, and you're like, oh, I could just put this on and let it sit.
The original three.
The original three.
Hell yeah.
And then the next three that Lucas put on, like they're crap. But if I put them on, like at least
it's background noise.
It's background. They're
background
not
noise.
Offensive.
If I turn up loud enough, then everyone else in the house won't hear me masturbating to my iPad.
But if you put on Last Jedi, you know what happens?
You can't even keep that erection.
You can't keep the erection. The other part is people will come in to watch and be like, what are you doing? Why is this on? Why are you watching? They'll start asking you questions.
Why do you have this on while you're trying to watch fucking porn on your iPad and fucking play with yourself?
Yeah, why? Why?
Somebody wise. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's change up the pace here, all right?
Okay.
That weird and creepy noise you're hearing.
It's the Bojack.
It's actually Bojack Horseman, a Netflix series which has been going on for some time now.
Well, season 5 just debuted.
Brought to you by Will Arnett.
Aaron Paul.
Has been going on since 2014. For some reason, you want to talk about it on this episode. Now, 8 years later,
I'm reviewing season 5. I just finished it. It just came out.
Okay.
Season 5.
All right. So we're gonna do season 5.
It's been out for maybe
Bojack Horseman.
a week or two. So
All right. Well, that seems like a good time to talk about it then.
yeah, I just finished. Bojack is the show you should be watching. It's long story short.
Well, for those of you who don't know anything about it, Will Arnett voices Bojack, the failed legendary 90s sitcom star from a favorite sitcom, Horsing Around, who's been trying to find his way through a muddle of self-loathing, whisking, and failed relationships. You sure this isn't the show about me?
Oh, it's pretty close.
Pretty damn close. Now in the presence of his human sidekick, Noob-Noob, his human sidekick Todd, and his feline agent and ex-paramour Princess Carolyn, Bojack is primed for his comeback.
Well, I mean, even if you look at the tomato meters, average audience scores a 94%. The critics give it 92%.
That's pretty high from both ends there. And we already know how much an asshole the critics are.
It's super cleverly written. I mean, it just...
Actually, that's an average there, because season 5 there, 100%.
Well, okay, well, here's a good point. How many people reviewed it, though? Didn't we have an issue with that?
Nah, that was on another show that we're going to be talking about shortly, that we saw that. I did not see that here.
We don't know how many people reviewed it. It doesn't seem to show us.
No, not in this iteration.
I will say, though, that Bojack is the show you should be watching. It's short. There's only like 8 to 10 episodes per season. They're like 22 minutes long. And it's it's one of those. It's really funny. It's cutting, and it's so real. It's scary.
It is. Yeah, it's 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb out of 59,000 reviews.
Woof.
So that's pretty good.
So people seem to like it.
It's actually, Z, you're right. It's scary how true to life this really seems to be. This is a audio clip that I snagged from one of the episodes. Turns out this is me.
Piece of shit. Stupid piece of shit. You're a real stupid piece of shit. But I know I'm a piece of shit. That at least makes me better than all the pieces of shit who don't know they're pieces of shit. Or is it worse? Breakfast. Oh, I don't deserve breakfast. Shut up. Don't feel sorry for yourself. What does that do? Get breakfast, you stupid fat ass. These are cookies. This is not breakfast. You are eating cookies. Stop it. Stop eating cookies and go make yourself breakfast. Stop it. Don't eat one more cookie. Put that cookie down. Do not eat that cookie. I can't believe you ate that cookie.
Hey, Bojack, we need milk.
For the baby.
For the what?
Where is the baby? I just saw him.
Can I borrow your car?
What baby?
I don't know. Tina's gonna make breakfast.
So this goes into
What, baby?
another skit, but I think that's the same inner monologue I go through every morning as well.
Don't eat that cookie. That cookie's not breakfast.
That's not breakfast, that's a cookie. No, I can't believe you just ate that cookie, fat ass.
I highly recommend it. There's a ton of celebrities who do voice work in it. Rami Malek from the upcoming Bohemian Rhapsody movie has a great guest appearance. He's actually one of the co-stars of the entire season 5. Whoopi Goldberg. There's just a ton of celebrities that do voice work in this show. I can't even think of all the different various characters. Paul F. Tompkins plays a great character. He's a recurring character. Patton Oswalt, Christian Shaw, Keith Olbermann plays Tom Jumbo Grumbo, a great, great character. Lake Bell, all sorts of Angela Bassett. She's a great character. Jinx. So there's just a ton
Maria Bamford. She's cute. I kind of like her.
Lisa Kudrow.
Stanley Tucci, Abby Jacobson.
Cedric Yarbrough, who's great too. Jessica Biel plays Jessica Biel. It's pretty hilarious. What I will say about this episode,
Olivia Wilde pops in season 4.
Phil Lamar does a couple episodes. Amazing voiceover actor. But they are clearly going for awards this time, because one of the episodes in the middle of the season is it's called Free Churros, and Bojack delivers a eulogy about his mom, and the entire episode is like one camera, and it's because it's just so animated.
It focuses solely on Bojack, right?
Yeah, the whole episode is just one camera. And he's talking about his mom and how much he hates his mom, and as he's giving this eulogy. And it's like 20 minutes of just Will Arnett giving this ridiculous, funny, insightful, scary, crazy eulogy about his mom. And it's super, super awesome and poignant.
I stopped at a Jack in the Box on the way here, and the girl behind the counter said, "Hiya, are you having an awesome day?" Not, "How are you doing today?" No, "Are you having an awesome day?" Which is pretty shitty because it puts the onus on me to disagree with her. Like if I'm not having an awesome day, suddenly I'm the negative one. Usually when people ask how I'm doing, the real answer is I'm doing shitty. But I can't say I'm doing shitty because I don't even have a good reason to be doing shitty. So if I say I'm doing shitty, then they say, "Why? What's wrong?" And I have to be like, "I don't know, all of it." So instead, when people ask how I'm doing, I usually say, "I am doing so great." But when this girl at the Jack in the Box asked me if I was having an awesome day, I thought, well, today I'm actually allowed to feel shitty. Today I have a good reason. So I said to her, "Well, my mom died." And she immediately burst into tears. So now I have to comfort her, which is annoying. And meanwhile, there's a line of people forming behind me who are all giving me these real judgy looks because I made the Jack in the Box girl cry. And she's bawling and she's saying, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry." And I'm like, it's fine, it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's fine. And I would like to order a double Jack meal, and I've kind of got somewhere to be, so maybe less with the crying and more with the frying, huh? And the girl apologizes again, and she offers me a free churro with my meal. And as I'm leaving, I think, I just got a free churro because my mom died. No one ever tells you when your mom dies, you get a free churro.
You get a free churro. Did you know that?
Anyway.
It gets real quiet. Like it's one of the most awkward things ever. Is this this eulogy because he also talks about how his dad died and his dad dies in a duel in the modern age and he's like, who dies in who dies in a duel? How does that even happen? So
Fake news.
I think it's Will Arnett's best work I've heard. The voice acting is incredible. The show is
he's good. He's
dynamic.
He's good in most of the things he does. So
he is, but it's hard to take him seriously because he's got that voice and he's he was in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
and it is.
movie.
And every time we see him, he's playing a comedic character. I mean, from what was that stupid show about the family, the Bluth family?
Oh, you're talking about Arrested Development?
From Arrested Development to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But he's almost always a parody of himself, right? Or a parody of a character.
I think actually most of his characters are pretty much self-deprecation.
But in Bojack, I find it a little different because Bojack really is
By
a
the
piece
way,
of shit.
Bojack Horseman, he's actually a guy
horse.
with a horse face.
Yeah, he's a horseman.
It's a horseman.
Yeah, to describe the show to those who are unaware.
I did that already. I read the synopsis.
Yeah, but it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's people and animals like coexisting in the real world. Like some people are animal people and some people are real people, and then none of it makes any sense.
So there's really lizard people?
Yes, there's really lizard people. Get your tinfoil hats out.
Oh, it's all
right. We can go to the next show.
I don't know. What do you want to talk about next?
You tell me.
Well, why don't we talk about Dragon Prince? Shall we?
Dragon Prince. Yeah.
Another Netflix show. This is season 1.
Supposedly from the makers of Last Airbender.
Supposedly from those people.
Bender.
This is the story of a farm boy from Alakazam and the discovery that leads him on a precedent journey when he realized he's the one person who can
Predestined?
defend his home against an evil king when he finds a dragon egg. Wait, I'm sorry.
No.
That is Aragon, a movie from 2006, which was supposed to be a 3-part series and was not.
Yeah, wasn't Jeremy Irons in that one?
Very much failed story, but Here it is. Two human princes forge an unlikely bond with an elfin assassin sent to kill them, and embarking on an epic quest to bring peace to their warring lands when they find a dragon's egg, which is the same fucking story.
I am kind of confused by this show.
Apparently,
Sexually.
the critics, critics and the audience are not so confused.
All 9 critics gave it 100%.
100% on the Rotten Tomato from 9 people.
9 freaking critics.
9
So
critics.
Here we are giving to you a
The
service,
10th.
people.
Here's the 10th review of The Dragon Prince.
We are giving you that 10th review.
It was a show.
And it was okay. Maybe a little better than okay.
Yeah, it was a little better than okay. It was a show.
It was like a B-.
Yeah.
Like an 80%.
It was good. The animation was real good. It's a decent storyline. The movements. It's
Some of the
it's a
jokes to
decent-
me were a little too modern. Like they tried to throw in like real witty banter, like modern jokes.
I don't remember that. It's
I thought they were trying to
not
be.
a whole lot I was remembering from
There's
this,
not a whole
actually.
lot to like. Literally, there isn't an episode where I was like, "Wow, that episode stands out."
Yeah, there's nothing that there's usually if there's something good, it's because I remember it later on, and there's nothing about this I remember later on.
Like the Bojack episode with the eulogy.
Yeah,
This does not
already.
have a pinnacle episode, an episode that makes you go, "Wow, this is great." And the critics are like, "The Dragon Prince is going to be big." If viewers can move up past the premise that amounts to little more than Tolkien fan fiction, there's a lot to enjoy in the film and character. A lot of garbage.
Yeah, pretty much.
They like it, and we like it, but it's not something that I'm gonna go like crazy about.
No, I'm not waiting for season 2 to come out. There's nothing I'm on the edge of my seat about. I could care less.
There is one thing that scares me about this show, though.
What's
One thing.
what scares you?
I heard
What
about a positive
scares
review.
A positive review.
There was a positive
You're
review.
telling me there was a positive review
From a
show that got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, but it's
I don't
who
believe you.
Gave it the positive review.
Oh, is it my favorite fucking website there?
No, this is
No?
an individual. A scary individual.
Well, it was fucking Noob-Noob. He loves fucking everything,
no,
so it's not like that
not
matters.
Noob-Noob. It wouldn't scare me if Noob-Noob liked it.
No, it would scare me if Noob-Noob didn't like something.
It would scare me, though, if there was a truly nasty individual who was like absolutely enthralled with this show and just so nasty that you were like, why would Nasty Mandy like this show?
So Nasty Mandy's a fan of the Dragon Prince?
A huge fan.
Huge!
Why he, in fact, insulted us for not mentioning it enough and in our review.
Really?
Yes. Of course, he insulted us. Shocking.
Well, yeah, like we didn't see that coming.
So the thing that I said about the show.
Yeah, so actually, I just found his review. Nasty Mandy says, I give this 5 thumbs up and go fuck your mother.
Well, that's what I was curious is, does he like it because he uses it to lure small children into vans?
Usually there's candy for that. You don't need to,
Use a show with
yeah.
animation?
You have to send an animation to lure the kids. Normally
Well,
there's candy for the shit.
Hey,
that shit.
parents aren't letting kids have candy anymore, so
This is true
maybe-
because you open up a fucking candy bar and find an M1 Abrams tank.
instead of a razor blade, you find a tank.
Escalation, buddy. It's escalation.
All your candy bars are now C4, and they don't taste as good.
Look, I've been infusing fucking tracer rounds in my fucking Nutellas for a long fucking time. All right?
Well, you've heard about how parents have, instead of Halloween, they have like the trunk things. Have you heard about this?
The trunk things?
Where they park.
Is there junk in this trunk?
There is. They all park together in the same area, and they have candy in their trunks.
Oh, parking lot fucking trick-or-treating.
Yeah, so because God forbid you go, hey, it builds character to, 1, walk past a scary house and not go up and get candy, and 2, when you see the creeper, like Nasty Mandy, trying to invite you into their house to watch the Dragon Prince, you say no, because Darwinism, the survival of the fittest. If you're one of those dumb kids who goes in to see Nasty Mandy or watch the Dragon Prince, you're gonna die.
See, that's why I keep things much more personal. I don't put shit inside the candy. I use the candy to lure them in, and when they get close enough, I stick them with a fucking needle.
Oh, you're just
I'm more hands-on. Look, all right. So here's
no razor blades in the apples.
So here's your teaser. Next week, when we do our Halloween special, we'll talk about some of these things to keep yourself and your kiddies safe. We'll talk about there's some states out there that actually make it illegal for you to go trick-or-treating after a certain age.
Really?
As well as curfews much earlier than you would expect.
Like 6 o'clock. It's dinner time. You can't be outside.
You're not that far off. So
Wow.
tune in next week for
Teaser.
some of that fun stuff there. We'll have fun then.
I like teasers.
Let's head on back and bring this back around to the Dragon Prince.
So the audience score gave it a 90%. I don't know why. It wasn't particularly exciting, or the voice acting is perfectly good. There's nothing special about it, though.
And an 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb as well. So
Rated by 5 people.
actually, there's 3,952 there.
Well, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it was there was mostly tens.
30 people gave it a 1 though. Those people are angry.
And 13 gave it a 2. So there was 17 more angry people than there was
Unhappy
somewhat
people.
angry people.
Yeah.
And there's
that's weird.
24 threes, so there were 6 more angry than there were
Let's go rating by demographic. Females gave it 8.
all 8s across the board.
Males
Your
below
lowest
18.
Your lowest grade would be your 17-year-old males. No, there was 7. What? How does
Is
this
it
work?
18? No, it's below 18.
Oh,
right?
there was 17. Oh, that's the amount of people. There were 17 males below 18 that did not like it. That's your 7.6.
This is all super fascinating.
I have no idea what these fucking numbers mean.
I don't know. We're just rambling about nonsense.
There's nothing. All right, cool. So, Dragon Prince was fun. Watch it if you want. Don't watch it. You're not going
It's
to miss
okay
anything
for
too
kids.
much. It's good for kids. Yeah, you can watch it if you're a kid.
But don't, if someone else has it and you have kids and they want your kids to watch it, assume that that's Nasty Mandy.
Wait, what?
I'm saying that if you
Yeah, I got you. You just went a very roundabout way of getting that point across.
don't let your children stay with Nasty Mandy.
And if the kids aren't around, you can touch yourself to the elfin girl.
oh God,
It's
Scott.
okay.
No, you can't.
But just make sure the kids aren't around. You'll
That's
be
just
okay.
awful.
I know, right? It's
You
horrible.
are a horrible person.
Well,
You're a piece of shit there, Scott.
you're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit. What's next?
Was there something else? Oh, yeah. There was something else you want to talk about. I don't have any clips or anything for this because I was not prepared because I didn't know we were talking about this. But Joe Rogan returns with a horrible UFC fight where chaos
That is
ensued.
not where. Yes.
And what a piece of shit fighting a piece of shit. So if you caught that, I'm sorry. I wasted $60 on it. I hope you didn't. But yeah, that UFC fight was a waste of time. But Joe Rogan went ahead and he did another stand-up special, also on Netflix.
Yes, just like his previous one, Triggered, this one, Strange Times, came out. I enjoyed it. Powerful Joe Rogan. I am not a big fan of like comedy specials, as we've talked about before, and I know Scott has a discerning eye for comedy specials. But this one was really good.
Such a discerning eye that I did not see this one.
Well, did you see the Burt Kreischer one that just came out too?
No, I mixed that one. Although I do kind of want to see the Bert Kreischer one. I think he's good.
Secret Times?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen. I actually, honestly, did not even know that Joe Rogan was a stand-up comedian.
How did you? Oh, you thought he was the podcast slash
thought
guy from Fear Factor?
He did Fear Factor, then he did the UFC, and that's pretty much all I knew about him. I really could care less.
Well, he's a good stand-up. I enjoyed it. I thought it was
a lot of
pretty
people
funny.
did. It was a 7.5 stars out of 10 on IMDb.
Wow, that's kind of not. I thought it would have been better.
Nah, apparently not that many people thought it was good. Not more people enjoyed Dragon Prince than they did Joe Rogan.
Well, hashtag vegan cat. He probably pissed off a bunch of vegans because
good
and
for him.
women. He has this great bit, and I'm not going to go into the bit, but he talks about how like women invented 2 things ever, and the rest of all inventions of mankind have been invented by men.
Go ahead, Z. I want to see you dig this hole. Just do it.
Oh well. I didn't write the joke.
Here's the shovel, dude.
I
Go
didn't write
ahead.
the joke. I'm just saying that he's an offensive comic, and people either take offense with him or don't.
And that's what this world needs. This
Hey.
world needs more comics that aren't afraid to go cross that line.
well, that's the point. Is that he makes sure that he tells jokes that are offensive, and in fact, I'm pretty sure he has Roseanne Barr coming up on his podcast, which is extremely shocking. She hasn't given interviews to anybody. So
She, talk about somebody you want to try to stay the hell away from.
yeah, but to give her like 2 or 3 hours to explain herself, or at least to explain her position, I think is fair considering the railroading she got. Do you know what I mean?
She is the railroad.
She's been an offensive comic for the past 30 years. She literally disgraced the national anthem. If you've ever heard her sing it, she sings it like the most obnoxious version you've ever heard.
Yeah, that's a classic clip, and every time someone brings it up, everyone gets pissed off.
But the woman has gone out of her way to offend people for the past 30 years. Yet you're going to get offended over some joke that she wrote when she was high
I
on
wasn't paying
Ambien?
attention to it. I could give a fuck
Well, they
less.
canceled her show where she could make more millions of dollars.
That's the world we live in, Z. Welcome to the new world where
be offensive.
nothing can be offensive and nothing can be funny and you can't speak your mind and you can't make a joke and
It's very sad.
You can't say anything.
Well, it makes me
literally
sad. That's all.
can't.
I feel like I just deleted like a whole bunch of things. I did. I wanted to close with one more part that we could talk about.
Are you throwing an audible right now?
I'm throwing an audible.
All right, I'm curious.
Yes. I was, I know, well, the Joe Rogan thing is fine. I think we covered that enough. I think it's worth watching. So go ahead and watch that. But someone on the show had a personal run-in with one of our new favorite mascots.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I had a run-in with my long-lost brother, Gritty, from the Flyers.
The nationally known Philadelphia Flyers mascot who is horrifying all of late night television and horrifying John Oliver and Conan and making the rounds. Your friend and mine, Gritty. Not the Philadelphia fanatic, just Gritty.
I want to let you know, Oliver and Conan, it wasn't the real Gritty.
What do you mean?
That wasn't the actual Gritty mascot that came on those two shows.
It was pretty gritty.
It was pretty gritty, but it wasn't the Gritty character. It wasn't the mascot coming on to those shows. If you don't realize that, then go fucking put your head in a fucking pool and keep it there.
It looked like
It didn't
Gritty.
not even close, dude.
What do you mean?
The eyes were wrong. The hair was
eyes
the
were
wrong color.
What are you, some sort of
It
gritty
wasn't-
like?
He's my fucking brother. Of course I know. I gotta defend the guy. This is family. But no, I got a chance. I went over to a Flyers
bearded
game.
Muppet.
A
That's
bearded
your brother.
Muppet. Animal on crack.
Yeah,
It's
you are a
animal
bearded
after
Muppet.
a bag of meth. So the other week, I got to go to a Flyers game, and as I was running up the aisle to head over to get a fresh beer, then get a fresh beer. I came out of the hallway there and into the concourse area and almost elbowed the fucking guy.
You mean your brother?
Almost elbowed my brother in the face. It was pretty cool. I came around and he's
Half
going one
brother.
way, I was going the other way, and it's like Gritty, and yeah, I've joined Gritty Mania. I'm in full fucking bore. I love it.
Hey guys, Phil Gritty here, aka Phil a Titty. Ha ha! Finally, after 3 fucking years of sitting on my ass, I'm off unemployment and I have a full-time gig with the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's go, baby! You know what? I know you heard some shit about me, the unemployment, the haven't paid my child support, the fucking drug-related charges. Fuck you,
charges.
asshole! Gritty, grit nasty, Phil a Titty, Phil Gritty, motherfucker! Let's go, Flyers!
Is that supposed
There
to
you
be
go.
Gritty's real voice?
No.
Just some asshole being Gritty.
Some asshole doing Gritty on. Gritty doesn't have a voice. That was just some asshole on YouTube.
I didn't think Gritty
Still
talked.
funny. No, Gritty doesn't talk. The Fanatic doesn't talk. None of them talk.
I thought they just expressed themselves in a series of pelvic thrusts.
Pelvic thrust and motions. Although Gritty's stomach does squeak when you push it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
That's,
He's got his belly button's a squeaker.
That's really creepy.
I know, right? How
Good
fucking
God.
awesome is that?
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get to meet some other relatives of Gritty someday.
I do think we actually have a visit coming up soon from Gritty's long lost cousin, I think.
He wants a job too, since Gritty got off unemployment and now is a celebrity. You know, maybe his cousins and brothers-in-laws might be calling.
Well, that is kind of how things tend to go. Once you get up there, then your family members that have been
Sweet
gone
Jesus,
for
he's
so long
ugly.
go ahead and make an
You
appearance.
see the
as well.
Conan So John Oliver had Gritty serve as one of the justices of the Supreme Court.
Yep.
And Conan unmasked Gritty only to see a more disturbing and
It
disgusting Gritty
looks like
underneath.
Sasquatch got put through a fucking oven.
Somebody described it as I'm going to screw this up. Some celebrity that they he's just a disgusting orange man with a beard.
It is. It's animal after a fucking trash bag of meth.
It's just heinous and oh my god. There's a drawing with him with a black eye and it's just like, oh sweet Jesus.
That's actually the label from the new Gritty beer, Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah, that's right. He's got his own beer named after him.
Opening night of the home games, he came in from the fucking rafters with Wrecking Ball blasting over the fucking stereo.
Like Miley Cyrus
Yeah,
Wrecking Ball?
Miley Cyrus. I came in like a wrecking ball.
Wow.
I'm sold. I like the guy. I'm all about it.
You're all gritted up.
He did a fucking Kardashian fucking photo shoot where he put the wine bottle on his ass and shot the fucking water bottle over him.
He was trying to break the internet.
Yeah, he broke. I think he broke the internet. I
Did
think
you hear-
Gritty successfully broke the internet.
That anti-Trump supporters used Gritty. They said there's only room enough for one orange maniac in this town, and it's Gritty. Yeah, apparently.
All you have to do is type Gritty in, and one of the images down is fuck
Trump.
Fuck Trump.
Yeah,
That's,
so I guess people are adopting Gritty as an
that's-
anti-Trump
let's
thing.
see.
I don't know why. I guess because they're both orange.
It's eight rows down, but still there it is somebody with a fuck Trump board.
People, you're crazy. Oh, there's one. There it is. If you go to the right, there's a mascot to decry Trump. I don't know why they picked Gritty to defile Trump. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Get the F out.
Gritty says, "Get the fuck out of Philly."
Oh, okay.
I mean, no. I mean,
There's a better one where it says something about there's only
protesters
room-
will latch on to fucking anything. I'm sure there's other towns that use their fucking mascots.
No one
to
else
tell-
has a Gritty.
No one else has a Gritty though.
No, not even close.
Nah, I do think that Gritty is going to go down in history as one of the better mascots of all time.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, but sure, let's go with it for now.
I like it. I like it. I'm all about it.
So I guess that's
Fucking sold on Gritty.
is that all we have today?
I think so. Oh, I closed. Oops, I fucked up. I closed the window that had the ending scene, the ending theme song to BoJack Horseman.
Oh, well, look it up because it's a great song.
All
It's by
right,
Group
fine.
Love.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I recommend.
You're at the vamp for a minute.
Oh, we forgot to do a summation of today's story. Star Wars: Last Jedi
do we really
still
need
sucks.
to? I don't think we need to.
Usually
That's something-
we sum up.
No, there's no usual. We've done this new platform for 4 episodes. This is now the 5th time we've done it. Noob-Noob thinks he has to fucking sermate everything at the end because he likes to hear himself fucking talk.
Well, it's one of the few times he's allowed to talk.
That's the only time we let him talk.
Exactly. He doesn't get that much opportunity, so he has to jump on it when it happens.
I know. Next week we're gonna have to let him out of the basement and let him get back on mic.
Oh God, guys! The Japanese
stop
really
it.
messed
No.
me up.
I really thought we wouldn't have to hear that at all. I was enjoying it.
That was a good impression, right?
It was decent. How'd that feel?
I feel dirty.
I bet you do. I bet
feel
you.
real
You
dirty.
should. You should fucking feel dirty. You deserve it.
Oh God, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. That's your own fucking fault.
Back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show.
Don't act like you don't know. So is there anything you want to close with there, Scott?
So, if you like what it heard here today, you can go ahead and find us on Instagram at ork_u. Go over to YouTube and search Our Reviews Will Kill You. Go over to facebook.com/Our Reviews Will Kill You. Type in ourreviewswillkillyou.com. And Vero, Our Reviews Will Kill You.
Bojack.
It's dark midnight and the day is away. I found my sober life and it's okay. Guess it's okay. How can you beat this down in a shadeless night to be just right? And the feeling's wrong and you're already gone. And you're buried down on a highway song. No feeling, will we be okay? Will this never end? I spend the day hiding, 'cause I'm suffering. Yeah, I'm suffering. And the feeling's wrong as you're already gone. As you're buried down on a highway song. And the feeling's wrong as you're already gone. As you're buried down on a highway song. And the feeling's wrong as you're already gone. As you're buried down on a highway song. And the feeling's wrong as you're already gone. As you're buried down on a highway song.
Bojack.